Okay, sorry, I forgot to do the yearly forecast. I said I was thinking about doing that, and I'm going to do that right now for the Aries. So God, Goddess, Jesus, angels, please guide each Aries to whatever personal message you would like them to receive for the year 2019. Oh, whole year. Amen. Okay, well, that card tried to jump out. Slow down now. Okay, Aries 2019. Aries 2019 for January. Aries 2019 January. Aries 2019 January. Aries 2019 in January. Aries in the January of next year. Aries. Woo! Okay. I probably should have done the shuffling before I started this video. This might take a while. Aries, February next year. Aries. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out 12 cards. And then kind of just show a card for each one. Aries. Okay. March next year. Aries. March next year. Aries. March next year. Aries. March next year. Okay, that one went out. Okay. Oh, oops, you came out upside down. Let's put you back side up again. Oh, bless y'all. Aries, wait, April. Okay, Aries, April next year. Aries, April next year, 2019. Oh, all right. Aries. Sorry, I gotta keep remembering what's the month after that. May. Okay. Aries, May 2019. Aries, May 2019. Aries, May 2019. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go again because I just felt like there was another card that wants out. Aries, May 2019. Aries, May 2019. Aries, May 2019. Aries, May 2019. Okay, that card flipped over. I'm gonna just set that one there then. I just felt like there was another card wanting out. Maybe another one wants out, I don't know, but I don't want to pull out too many cards, so I'm gonna stop there. Okay, Aries, June 2019. Whoa, okay. Oh, 2 cards. 2 cards this time, okay. Maybe that's what it really wants. Okay. Aries, July 2019. Aries, July 2019. Aries, July 2019. Aries, July 2019. Okay. As you can tell, this is how I shuffle when I'm doing a yearly forecast, because I don't have to shuffle like where they split them up and then they start doing this crazy stuff with them, because I end up bending the cards and I suck at it. I'm able to shuffle like this though because it's really easy and my clumsiness doesn't get in the way then. So Aries, August 2019. Aries, whoa, okay, that one jumped out right out there. It wants out now. Okay. Aries, September 2019. Aries, September 2019. Aries, September 2019. Okay, both of you went out, then okay. Gosh, we got 3 months with 2 cards came out. Okay. Aries, October 2019. Aries, October 2019. Aries, October 2019. Aries, October 2019. Okay, slow down now. Whoop. Aries, October 2019. Aries, October 2019. October next year. Come on, Aries, October of next year. October of next year, 2019 for the Aries. Okay, finally got another one. 2 more months. Aries, November 2019. Aries, November 2019. Aries, no, ooh. Okay, that one flipped itself over and then put back. Aries, December 2019. Aries, blah, blah, blah. December 2019. Aries, December 2019. Okay. Is that the one that wanted out? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Got 12 months all pulled down now. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking off the hat. It's kind of annoying and lace in my face. It's got a fan in front of my face. It's just blowing the lace up in my face. Alright. The Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be a change and a difference. It is a new year, so I guess that's to be expected. You know, the new year is usually when people try to make their best effort to change their life. I personally don't do New Year's resolutions. I'm like, if there's something I want to do, I'll do it in the moment. I won't wait for New Year's. There was only one time I did that. And it ended up going in my favor, and that's probably again because when I do something, I decide to just go after it. You know, but it's New Year's. You could be having that energy there to just try to have a new year, have a new life, try to put things behind you and start something new. You may be choosing to shift things and change things. You know, you may be more in tune with that energy, with that desire, and pushing it forward then. That's cool. The Camel Boy, small steps, asking for help perhaps. That's the change you're wanting. That's February. Could be taking small steps to change, which makes sense, means that you were wanting a paradigm shift, you're wanting a change. In January, in February, you may be making more further steps to do that. Now, that doesn't mean you're not doing it in January. It just might mean that in February you may be more in the process of doing something like that. Like maybe in January you're just getting started. Thing is, these are just one card per month, but honestly, God knows that sometimes those information just kind of blends throughout the year, so I wouldn't take it and like specifically tie each card to that month, but understand that it happens around that timing of that month. So being that there's a changing card, a paradigm shift, you know, shifting and changing, wanting to start things anew, clearly, that would make sense that this card would pull up then after that for February. That, you know, you're working on taking small steps, you know, for help, giving yourself small steps to allow yourself to help yourself, and maybe reaching out to other people, perhaps new people and new friends, maybe letting go of people you know that are not going to help you, but, you know, for some of you, you might be learning to reach out to people that you know will help you. See here, the hungry ghost, obsession, scarcity, conscious attachment. That to me just means you are holding on to something from the past because it's a ghost. It's the past. You know, it's a little obsessive. You know, it's consciously attached, emotionally attached, just thinking about it. Hanging on to something from the past. And I wouldn't say beat yourself over that. I think we all do that. We have moments where we miss something from the past, but we need to let go of it. So it's okay. Have your moment, but let it go. Do not go back to it. It's a reason it's in the past. The Chess Queen. Trust strategizing. That just means trust you are the queen in the chess game. You rule. You know how the queen can do whatever she wants, and of course you gotta strategize though, because you don't want to lose that piece. That's a good piece, but that's just what it's saying. Trust you are the queen. Trust you're strategizing right now. You rule the board. You kick ass. Change position there. I hate sitting. It hurts. You're gonna hate standing. It hurts too. That. Age sucks. I know, you wouldn't be able to tell I don't look like my age. Whatever. Okay. Hang on, where was I? Shoot. I'm sorry. Oh, the Hungry Ghost was March. My bad, I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. And then the Chess Queen, April. Now we're on May. I'm sorry, losing track there. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. I think that means you're going to have a clear vision of the details of perhaps what you want to see, or maybe information you want to know. But being that it's showing this card right here, the well watcher, wisdom, power, the divine, I'm going to guess it's more of a clear vision of something you want to see in yourself. You know, better idea of the path ahead of you that you want to, you know, go, and how you want to go about progressing yourself and growing and becoming who you want to be. Because when I see this card, I think of you being in your higher divine self and higher wisdom, you know, who you truly are. You know, like, I do try to point this out in the card. In the back there's a cage. And when I see this card, I just kind of feel like maybe this woman was in the cage. Like when you're growing up, you're always told, be this way, do that, do it this way. And you let people put you in a mental cage, but there's never a lock on the cage, and it may be difficult for you to realize you can get out of the cage, but you can. You know, and learn to live in your own divine wisdom. Like, notice in the card, she's just doing her own thing. She's got an owl on her shoulder, which is a sign of wisdom. And she's not trying to look masculine. She's not trying to look feminine either. She's just living who she is in her own divine self. And to me, that's what that card means then. It's just finding the power to live in your divine self, of who you are, your purpose, of what you feel you want to do. You know, and not following it what everybody tells you to do all the time, but, you know, going about what you feel. So that could mean it's discernment and clear vision of who you want to be and how to get there. And, or at least the first steps on trying to get there. Okay, this is June. The eyes of beauty, positive expectation, clarity. That means just think positive, believe positively. That is clarity of what is to come in your life. Just believe in it. The Horse King, assistance, control. That means you could be assisting yourself to get control of your life, or something that you want control of in your life. And maybe there's going to be a friend there that helps you, assist you with control. But I try to be very clear about telling people, like when the other card showed up, the taking small steps. I always try to be clear about you doing it for yourself. I think too many times people, you know, teach someone to be dependent and wanting others to help them, and then giving up when that never happens. And you really shouldn't do that. You need to be dependent on yourself, whether anybody helps you or not. It doesn't mean you shouldn't seek out help. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't allow help that comes. It just means you need to give yourself that help, whether someone's there to help you or not. So this card's the same thing. Whether someone comes to help you gain a little control of your life or not, always assist yourself to gain that control. You know, have that power over your life. Have that say over your life. Don't let anybody tell you no. Okay, change the position again the way I'm sitting. Just got done on my walk before I did this, so my knees are bothering me a little bit, I guess. Okay. July. The Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, patience. I kind of feel like the card's saying right now that you are in a moment of transformation. Be patient. It may be feeling frustrated right now. And that's how anything feels when it's in a moment of transformation. You know, I mean, and not just like butterflies in a cocoon, you know, they struggle and then they finally get free and they're able to fly. I mean, it even happens with us human beings. I mean, this may be a little awkward, but think about it. Back when you were a toddler and your parents wanted to teach you, you know, potty training. It was a frustrating moment. It was a moment of growth and maturity at a level that you had not dealt with yet. And it probably pissed you off. You know, and then when they were trying to teach you to try new foods, you didn't want to do that. It's transformation. You're transforming from toddler stage to you can wipe your own ass stage. You're transforming to eating teeny tiny little blended foods to you can eat meat now, or you can eat the whole corn itself rather than having it chopped and blended up into a smoothie. You know, it's just a transforming moment, and it may be frustrating, and that's just because it's new to you. It's not something you understand. And just like when we look back on kids that are learning and transforming in that moment, it's just easy to us. We're like, gosh, why are they throwing such a tantrum? But for them, it's a new experience. They don't understand this. You know, it's the same into adulthood, except, of course, we're more grown up than a toddler. But, you know, nonetheless, when we're transforming in life and we don't understand what's going on, we still get frustrated and maybe want to throw a fit like a toddler at the same time. You know, so I just feel like maybe you're going through a transforming moment, and you just need to be intuitive and know what that moment is, and that you'll get through it, which is something a toddler doesn't do. They don't have the intuition to know that they're going to get through this. We as adults, though, have gone through enough crap to realize that, yeah, we're going to get through this. I hate it, but I'm getting through it. You know, and just be patient. That transforming moment will come to be. You will get through this. The word Lord, communication, praise, dishonesty. Usually when I see this card, I assume somebody is not actually being that honest. They're taking their communication and twisting it. They're not being very honest. Like, maybe they're communicating and they seem like they're communicating with you, and like they're not trying to hide things from you, but the truth is they are just really good with manipulating with their words. They know how to twist it to where they're telling you something, but they're not telling you something. A lie that I was very well informed about that my dad would tell my mom before I was ever existing, was when he would go out drinking with his buddies. My mom would ask him, how many beers did you have? And he would say, I never even hit bottom. Leaving the indication that I didn't even finish the one, when in actuality is he never liked to drink to the bottom. So he would have multiple beers, but he would never hit bottom. He would never actually drink to the bottom of the beer. So that was his way of lying. You know, it's like, I'm telling the truth, but I'm not telling the truth kind of thing. So, you know, somebody could seem like they're communicating with you, but they're not being very honest. They're just very keen to how to play with their words. To me, it doesn't mean that somebody is being dishonest. Maybe someone is communicating with you, but usually when I see the card, I think somebody is playing with their words, and they know it. They're just fucking brilliant on how to do that. And maybe you know who they are, maybe you don't. I actually know an Aries, and I could think of somebody that could try to communicate with her, and I would definitely say, don't communicate with them. They're not honest. That's been clarified already. You know. So, okay. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I forgot to mention the months. Swan Queen, that was July. And the word Lord, that's August. My bad. I keep forgetting to say that. September. The altar priestess. Preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. That just means hold sacred within yourself. You are sacred. You should be treated as sacred. You should be holding yourself with sacredness. You know, you are the altar. You are the temple. And you know, whatever that means, keeping disrespectful people out of your life to treat yourself as sacred, whether it means letting yourself have a better job because you're sacred, or treating yourself better. Maybe you don't treat yourself very nicely, but hold yourself sacred. The the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. That just means that there is a synchronicity with the divine right now, weaving their web into what is meant to be, and perhaps it is this: to hold yourself sacred. There is a synchronicity with the divine right now to help you reach here or help you get there. Maybe you're not getting there on your own, so the divine is synchronizing things and working on your behalf to help you get to this stage. The Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. Hang on. October, my bad. This is October. I keep forgetting to say. And this is the perfect hat for October. I admit, I love Halloween. That's a great holiday. To me, that just means that there can be something materializing in your life, whatever it is that you're desiring or wanting. It's going to start to materialize, or you're going to start to work on it to get it to materialize. Okay, look at my face. And you know, that doesn't mean it's going to be money. It can be money, but sometimes it's a spiritual path. Sometimes it's getting yourself at peace emotionally, but it's materializing something into your life. And I try to be clear about that, because I know, like, you hear about wealth and people always assume money. It's like, there are a lot of things out there that are very important, and it's not just money. And things that you should be happy if you get, too, because, I mean, if you can find emotional balance materializing in your life, that's something to be happy about. Not everybody gets that. And it's, you know, so it's something to be happy about if you can achieve that. The Mapmaker of Destiny. This is November. Just trying to remember to say the month, and I keep forgetting. The Mapmaker of Destiny. Authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. That just means you may need to seek to live in your authentic purpose, but I kind of got the feeling like November's the month you really are living in your authentic purpose, or you're at least on the path to finally getting there. But I'm getting the feeling that you are living your authentic purpose in November. Like, you've reached this feeling of, this is where I belong, this is what I want to do, you know, I've got my life and my shit together, you know. It may not be perfect. Let's get that clear, because everybody assumes when you get your shit together, it means life is perfect, you're living in a mansion or whatnot. It's not always like that. It just means you have found your place in a peaceful state of mind of where you want to be. And it's not perfect, because life is not perfect. But to get in a place of peace of where you want to be and living the life you want to live, that's pretty awesome. And that's something to feel happy about, you know. So maybe you finally achieved getting the job you wanted. Maybe you've achieved getting the income you wanted. Maybe you've achieved getting the emotional balance that you wanted. But I kind of feel like that you'll be being the map maker of your destiny, of your own, you know, your authentic purpose. You're designing it, you're making it, and you're claiming it and being like, this is me, it's authentic, it's not perfect, but I'm happy, I'm where I want to be. You know, it's what I want in life. And December, I can't say that this one is as friendly, but that's okay. Just remember, you do have your map maker, and, you know, there are times you can be feeling that feeling of purpose, and then another day you can be feeling like shit. So, you know, that is life. So, I'm sorry that, yeah, November's looking great, but December, the prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. Could just mean mentally up here is self-sabotaging right now. Like, you're mentally straining yourself and stressing yourself over things you don't need to be stressing yourself over. And, you know, it could be manifesting itself physically too, like in arguments or whatever. Or getting out of line. But I'm gonna guess it's more mental and emotional than it is physical. Not that it won't manifest physically. Sometimes when you're under stress, you do manifest things physically sometimes, you know. like I said, through an argument or getting agitated, but I'm going to guess more that this is likely just mostly going to be N-word. So that was the reading for the Aries 2019. If you like the reading, great. If you don't, sorry. Well, I will flash the cards to you and let you use your own intuition. As soon as I can figure out how to put up information on here on how to get a personal reading with me, I will. What I do is I tap into your energy and whatnot. I think I already described that in the other video. For your reading in September and October. Thing is, though, I don't try to pretend to be a perfect psychic. I don't think there is any perfect 100% accurate psychic. I think that's BS when they say they are. Kind of like like the rest of the human race. We can't get things wrong. We can mess up. We can make a mistake. It's the same with psychics. We're human. We're gonna fuck up. And I'm at least gonna be honest with you about that. And that's why I try to flash the cards and always give whoever's watching it a chance to use their own intuition. Because if the reading went great for them, good. It is a general reading, though. So it may have not gone well for some, so I let you take a chance to use your own intuition. I can say, though, that even though I'm not 100%, and I will be honest about that, not ever lie or bullshit to you about it, that I do get about 75% to over 90% accurate when I do a reading. In other words, I'm actually pretty damn good. I am. But I'm not ever going to lie to you and tell you that I'm 100%. And I think any psychic that says that is bullshitting you and themselves. A lot of themselves, though, because they're like, I like watching other psychics, I do. And it's crazy when you're watching them claim they're 100% and then they start arguing with their client when their client already told them that something was wrong, that wasn't true, or that didn't happen, and then they argue with the client. It's like, stop. If anybody's gonna know better than you right now, it's the client. You just misread something, you got some information wrong, it's okay, swallow your pride. You're not 100%, you're damn good, but you're not 100%. It's nothing to be ashamed of, but sitting there being prideful might be a little something to be ashamed of. Yeah, so I admit, I kind of get annoyed when I watch psychics sit there and say they're 100%. It's like, stop bullshitting yourself. You're good, but you're not, nobody's that good. So I'll never lie and say that I'm 100%. I'm not. I'm a human being, and I will mess up. I'm damn good, but I'm gonna mess up too. And yeah, if you're ever looking for a psychic, I always suggest be very, very careful. I do think when you get out there, you do have to test people. Test them at their level, though, of what they can do, though, because, like, some palm readers may say, I actually need your palm, I can't do a paper. Well, then, yeah, give them your palm. That's how they can read. They can't do the paper, but you can always test psychics. Like, one YouTube video I saw once, it was insane. They literally took psychics to this building, but before they did, they made a website about the building and put a bunch of false stuff on there. And what was sad was every single psychic said that was what was on the website, which was just proven that they were faking it. Yeah, so I'm one of those that, even though I'm a practicing psychic, I do encourage being skeptical. I'm like, because a lot of them out there are not real. Though when I watched the video, I gotta say, I think some of them might have been real, but because some of them admitted that they read, when they confronted them, they admit it, and they were like, yeah, we read through the website, and they're like, and they told them that, look, I am a real psychic, though, but there's just so much demand on what I'm supposed to predict that I do go on websites so that I can try to meet that demand. There is some of the information I pick up on that I'm actually picking up on, but a lot of time to meet the demand I have to do this. And I actually believe them. I actually believed them when they said that. I was like, I get it. When you're doing Hollywood stuff, there's a lot of demand there, and I would prefer never to get involved with Hollywood. But yeah, so I'm not okay with lying, but you almost sympathize with how much pressure they may feel on themselves. And some of them, though, were sticking to their guns in the video, and they're just like, oh no, I didn't read any website. I actually picked up on all this. It's like, don't lie. They've already caught you in the lying, and then when you lie more after that, it just look even worse. So yeah, I am for one of those, though. I am for testing, people, and you may have to meet them in the way that they say, like if they're a palmer, they actually have to touch their hand, rather than a paper. So do meet them at the level that they say they need, but test them. Always test them. I'm like absolutely for that. And I don't care if the person's claiming to be a sage, a prophet, a psychic. It don't matter to me. I think a lot of them out there are using people, and it's sad. So please, you test them. It's just a healthy thing to do, to be skeptical and cautious. I think it's okay to really believe in it. I believe in it, but even I know you gotta be skeptical. But yeah, no, I'm done blabbering, and I gave you your reading. I do hope you enjoy it, Aries. And you have a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening whenever you're watching this. And I hope you have a good 2019.